thought we were just taking out the windshield and the doors.
Yep.
Yep. What happened there?
This was an accident that had nothing to do with that crowbar I just threw in the car. But I was gonna.
Now we'll get more ventilation, I guess, when we're riding it, like because it'll come through and just come right through.
Yeah, I was gonna take this off anyways, but I had a little accident, and I just got all the glass cleaned up front, and everything was nice and neat. And now here I am in the back of the car with the same kind of problem.
Are we gonna replace this or just say no back glass now?
No, we're not having this. We're gonna leave this alone. It's gonna have a little tailgate here. This is the trunk. If anybody wants to know. This is the beautiful little plastic trunk.
I can put an AR in there.
That goes, and then we're just going to have like just a little tailgate.
Ah,
what we're going to have.
Keep that little bit of glass. Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Technically has a back glass.
Yep.
How are we going to get this off of here without making a complete and total mess?
Well, I started taking the hinges off right here. I got a bolt and 2 out, and I still got to take those 2 out. And I was going to try to lift it up and just throw it in the back of Ralph. Ah, he deserves it. Had an alarm problem.
Yeah, we couldn't get the alarm to stop going off. So here's where we're at now. So we've now decided that we're going to have no back glass unintentionally. Yeah, we decided that. We have filled these with foam and cut them off, and he sanded a little bit through here, and then you're going to put fiberglass on here, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take the angle grinder and get all these little sharp edges off here, and then I'm going to kind of grind that down just a little bit so I can take some fiberglass resin and brush it in there, and then I'm going to take fiberglass and put it right there and then sand it all flush.
Okay.
So it'll look all nice and smooth.
We've done the same back here.
Yep. Yep.
And got this cut real nice and flush and sanded.
Yep.
We did a rough cut up here, and then now you've got that where we want it. This is the big thing here. He took the front clip off.
Well, you'd think it would be a big thing, but honestly, this thing was only held on with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 T20 screws, and the whole piece it just pulls right off the car.
This car is basically a giant Lego.
It's just crazy.
So got that pulled off, and then you used a
steel brush, angle grinder, and got all this glue off
cleaned off.
We ordered some Lexan. We're going to put a piece of Lexan in place where the windshield was.
Okay, and so this door is already gone.
Yes.
Already taking this one off.
Yeah, this door is already gone. I left one hinge, and that hinge is going to be whatever type of bar or square piece of metal.
Have something in there.
That's going to close right there. It'll be one rail, and I still got to take the other door off.
Still got to take that door off. We're going to do that today, so we can show you how we do that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
So we're going to go ahead and try to take this off without trying to make a mess, but if we do, we do. It's fine. It's my fault. I shouldn't have pried on it with a bar.
I think I'm going to get a dirt bike. I really want one. Really, honestly, some of my motivation to get this hand working again is the fact that I'd have to be able to squeeze a clutch to shift gears on a dirt bike. So my hand works good, so I think it's time to get one.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking at a Suzuki RM250, and that thing is bad. Oh, God.
Okay.
Wish you would have gave me some warning on that one. There you go. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Where you want to put it? Right here?
I'm just wanting to get my finger away from this.
Okay.
We can go ahead.
We can hold it like this.
We can throw it in there now.
Okay. Let's go.
Just throw it in the back of Ralph. That looks much better.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that. I think it'll be cool without a back glass.
Yeah, I do too. I know this is pretty.
Nice. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I might take a grinder and grind those little things down there. And that way you won't be able to see them. Little pieces here.
Yeah.
Or I could hit them with a hammer and bend them in.
Seems more like the Scott way, yeah, to just hit them with a hammer.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
All right, now we're gonna take off the door.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that door off.
Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna pry it off.
The way we've done everything else.
Yeah, no joke.
I'm just gonna pull this plastic out so I can see the bolts that are behind there.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna unscrew them. And then I'm gonna unscrew this one right here from there, and the whole door should just fall right off.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's it.
Well, that's simple enough.
So let's see how that works.
Poor little smart car. There's not much left of it.
No.
I mean, there's no roof.
Nope.
Now there's not gonna be any doors.
Nope.
There's no back glass. What are you missing? Your 10 millimeter? Seems to be the one that always goes missing.
The 10 millimeter.
Yep.
Is always there.
It's always gone. It's really funny to prank somebody that has a car like this.
Yeah.
And you brought this up there when they were like getting it to show up, like, I just wanted an oil change. You're like, well, it's what we did to it.
Yeah.
Your AC went out, so we just chopped the top.
Yeah. I know why they say now if these cars were ever in a wreck, they're really not as unsafe as they look.
Oh, yeah.
Because inside each of these bodies where I've cut, they have put like some really good steel.
Oh, yeah, it's reinforced.
It's reinforced all over this whole thing.
All right, so now I should just be able to.
Should open the door. Oh!
That'll do it. That's much better. Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a little scary riding this, to be honest with you, on the highway. Like there's nothing between me and the road.
Ain't no different than a motorcycle.
You're gonna be going down the road and a bird's gonna just slap you in the face.
The door panels are plastic.
Yeah, freaking plastic.
They just snap on around the framework, and that's it. It's not metal. The front quarter panel's not metal. The front bumper's not metal. The only thing metal on the outside of the car is this part right here that runs up and underneath here. That's it. The rest of it, plastic.
3 days later.
It is time for an update on this smart car here. We have done some work to it, and it's about time we let you know a little bit what's going on. Other than horseflies biting, we have been working on this, and we've ready for some welding today. We're going to put the doors on the car today, but first let me take you around the car. Let me show you some stuff that we've done. So we've got this painted black. I've got this rubber insulation that runs around this for the Lexan that we're going to be cutting and putting in the windshield. I went ahead and put the smart emblem up here. I thought that looked pretty good. Still got the front clip off of it though. Got the Hobart welder out, as you can see. All right, here's the door frame. Now the door frames have got a bed liner on them. I put a bed liner, a black bed liner around that, and then every one of these spots right here where I took and put the foam, remember, now there's fiberglass underneath that, just some fiberglass resin. I just spread it there and sanded it with 80 grit and spread that truck bed liner on it. And I did it to the rails too. And it made a nice clean finish on that. Also did it to the back of the car. Back here. inside this frame, because we're not going to have a back glass because I broke the back glass. Oh well. Anyways, so that's where we're at. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1-inch steel pipe here and I'm going to weld it to the door hinge of the car. All right, the top one. Then I'm going to cut a slot here in this pipe, and then a smaller slot right here, and it's going to have a 1/2-inch rod right through here that moves back and forth, where you can just take the rod, move it back into the hole in the body of the car, and you can lock it down, and you bring it back up, slide it back out, release the door. I'll have a washer with the 1/2-inch hole in it welded to the inside of the pipe so that the rod stays centered all the time when you're moving it. Put a little grease in it, it'll work perfect. Then I'll do some vinyl wrapping on this rod after I sand it with some 220 to match the rest of the car. All right, so this is the 1/2-inch rod we're going to be using. And what I've done is I've ground a flat spot on the end of this right here with the angle grinder so that I can get a drill to start. And I'm going to drill a hose right there, and I'm going to tap it with a 1/4-20. Then after that, I'm going to screw this right here into it, kind of glue it in as I screw it so it'll hold tight. I'll cut that nut head off of there and put like a little rubber piece on the end of it or something so it'll look fancier than this. But anyways, that'll be the part that when you're in the car, you grab it and you slide it back and forth and lock. All right, so first what I did is I took this little drill bit first with some WD-40 and I drilled a hole right through it. Now, with this bit, this will be the size that I used before I tap it with the 1/4-20. I'm going to go ahead and spray a little bit more WD-40 just around this. And I'm going to go ahead and drill through it and try to hold this drill steady. Now, we've got us some good clean thread that we should be able to screw this into. Let's see if it works. So when this rod gets slid into the pipe will have the cut in it. I'll be able to shove this rod in here and start this screw just like this, see? Just like that. Then when you lock it, you push it, lock, unlock it, push it, pull out. Yeah. Got the slit cut in there for the rod to go in. Like I explained before, this will screw in to the rod, and then you'll be able to bring it back to unlock the door, and then when you lock it, you'll slide the rod forward and bring this right there, and it won't move, and it's locked. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this pipe and I'm going to weld it into there so that the rod stays straight when you're moving it back and forth. It doesn't wobble, have a wobble to it. So now I'm going to weld that up. I'm about to back up from a catch myself on fire. So we got her welded up. We got the lock just like we want it. There. Unlock. Hose right there. It's on the hinge. And then you just twist it down. I'm going to do something with this. That'll be the next step. But it's painted and I really don't want to touch it a lot. Got the tires on the wheels today. The tires that I had on the wheels were too big, so I ordered these. These are 24s and not 26s, so these will look good on it. We're gonna put these on here pretty soon, so it's gonna be done real quick, probably about another 4 days. All right, I'm super excited to show you some of the stuff that I've done already. I put some vinyl decals on. I put these little driving lights on this little front little cheap push bar here. It kind of gives it that look. I'm still waiting on the wheel spacers, but I'm thinking about doing the vinyl wrap today. I'm going to show you around a little bit, some stuff that we've done, and we'll see where we go from there. How about that? Okay, there's the driving lights and the push bar there. You can see where we did our cutting with the jigsaw the other day on our front quarter panels. I got the Lexan in, and I've done got it on the car. I just got it machine screwed through there. There's some, like a rubber gasket that goes around this. I just took the machine screws and they self-drill with a DeWalt gun and screwed them right into the metal there. Not too tight, you don't want to do it too tight, but you want to do it snug. That turned out really well. There's the front sticker, and of course I'm going to vinyl wrap with the camo all around this so it'll all blend in. I put them on the cell panels here, and I'm waiting for 2 more today. Hopefully they'll be in. This thing is almost done. All right, so once again, you'll want to clean the body parts with something that's going to take the grease and wax off this thing. I use this. It's called Invisible Glass. And no, I'm not sponsored by Invisible Glass. But I find that it takes off everything it needs to for these vinyl decals and stuff to stick. I've got a gloss black, emerald green, you can see that or not, rust copper looking vinyl. Okay, so when I first start out with something like this, I just hack off a piece of vinyl. It can just be, it looks like scrap, you know what I'm saying? And you just take this and you can place it anywhere and then put a shape to it. Pretty excited about this. This is one of my favorite parts, is doing this stuff. I love the artwork to it. So we got the front done. We'll show you around what this front looks like, and I'm going to start working. I've got some of the quarter panels done, and as you can see, I'll show you a little closer. You can get a kind of an idea of what this is going to look like. So I got one of the, well, it's the rear tire. It's on the front, but still, it you can kind of get an idea right there. Looks good. Looks good. I'm loving it. I'm just going to finish it up.
This looks absolutely awful. What have you been doing? This is what you've been doing the whole time?
This is what I've been doing the whole time.
Man, a chimpanzee could have done better with pastels and...
I know.
Just joking.
It is awesome. I love this thing. Love it.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That is so crazy. That looks so good.
Yeah. I even put these little mud flaps on here too, just to give it just a little bit more ATV looking, you know. It's almost the official Kentucky zombie hunting car.
Dude, you did such a good job on this. This is amazing.
Got all the interior all spick and span. Everything's all nice and clean.
So he's put these zombie stickers on here. Kentucky zombie hunting permit. It's actually kind of funny. Rifles, handguns, .223 caliber or larger. Shotguns, BB or larger. No bird shot. No daily bag limit. You got zombie team response. So I'm dyslexic. Response team zombie. Wait, that's why I'm reading. Man, this is amazing.
Yes. Turned out really good.
Well,
I did the headlights too. Put a little vinyl wrap on them, make them look a little different.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is really cool.
Cool.
It is almost done.
Yep, everything but the wheels. It's time to put the
Well,
wheels on.
didn't you get your spacers in?
Spacers are in. We're ready to go.
Well, let's just do that right now then.
I love
Let's
it.
put them on there and it'll be done.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You know, I've been meaning to buy some new tools for us because, you know, we got our tools at Finger Hut, but we like our tools and they do just as good a job as the fancy tools. We have done so much great stuff. He has done so many great restorations with his Finger Hut tools.
With my Finger Hut tools.
But you know what? If you guys are just going to be so upset at us for not having some good tools, I thought, you know what? It would make our life a little bit easier. So, I got us.
We went out and bought a jigsaw.
We got an electric impact gun there. And I got every impact socket you can think of and all the little attachments. This should make life a little bit easier.
I want to see your fancy tool work.
Yeah, let's see if this thing works.
All right.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Oh, man. Oh, man, you're ready for NASCAR.
Man. Maybe you guys were onto something with this stuff, these fancy tools.
Find the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
I am from the future!
Let's hope
and
it clears
pray
it now.
that it clears it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an inch of clearance back there.
That's awesome. Why ain't it moving, boss? A brake caliper's touching the wheel. Brake caliper on this is a little bit chunky, so had to do some modification. So the back of this wheel right here is rubbing this brake caliper, and we thought, well, we'd grind the edge off just a little bit, see if that would do it. It's definitely not helping it at all, and we'd have to grind a lot off, and that wouldn't be good. So we made a run to the auto parts store real quick, and we got this little spacer, and we're going to see if this will work and fix our problem. It's not moving. That's ridiculous. With both wheel spacers on there, we finally got this thing to be free, so we're in business. We're going to move on to the next wheel. Alright, well,
What do you
got
think?
the wheels on there. I think they look pretty good.
It looks awesome.
I think it looks amazing.
Nothing else to do other than just take it out and drive it around and see how it handles, and, you know, that kind of thing.
That's what I've been waiting for. I've just been waiting to drive it. Well, alright then. Well, this thing is pretty much done. The next video is going to be us actually taking it out, driving it, see how it handles. Really excited about that. I know he is too. He has been chomping at the bit to finally drive this thing. We hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, be sure and give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, my name is Scott. His name is Scott. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.